Recap of the year. I feel we've had a solid season, and starting off with the invite, we've had last year we had some kind of like big, powerful kind of dual meets, inviting teams like Virginia and NC State in, and this year we traveled to those meets, had a lot of fun doing that. We have a really young team. We have six or seven freshmen not including divers that are really good, really young, eager to learn, lots of energy. And so with that like lower energy, and we also have 10 seniors. And that's been having the kind of bookends of those 10 seniors and then our younger class. I think that's been really powerful. So had a solid invite, and now we're looking forward to kind of wrapping up the best part of the season. So.
Coach, going into the Big 12 championship and then the Olympics are on the horizon, is there anything with that younger team and a mixture of seniors that you prepared differently for? Was training any different? Did you do anything any different?
I think we've done a couple things different. I mean, I think Olympic years are always a little bit different anyway, just because the anticipation and we have some big goals just for the team, and so we couldn't just be focused on the short course season and NC2A championships. I think our goal as a team is always, and it has been, is to chase national championships, but also to put people on international teams, and the Olympic is the biggest international team. So that's always been in the background, but this year we've probably swum a little bit more long course just up to now, just to help prepare kids so they're not just touching it right after the season. And I think just keeping the expectations like appropriate expectations and make sure we're not getting too far ahead of ourselves. Like worrying about Olympic trials all through the year. You got to think about it. We have to prepare for it. But I mean, I think just taking one step at a time and not letting our emotions get away with us is what we've been looking for.
If I may, following up on that question, dealing with expectations and kind of being in control of emotions, how's the confidence level of the team going into this?
Our confidence is well, I think we're in a good spot. I think we're in a position this year to bring more women to the meet than we ever have, swimmers and divers included, and that's a fun position to be in with such a large senior class and such a strong senior class. That is fun. I think seniors especially want to go out with a bang, and they're great leaders, all of them. We don't have captains. We just kind of like let the seniors lead, and that's been awesome. I think kind of moving forward, I kind of forgot your question, but the expectations, if we're having fun and we're swimming fast and our culture is good, the chips are going to fall where they are. I think the thing we're looking forward to at conference, unlike years past, it's our last year in the Big 12. So this will be our, if we do win, which that's the goal, it will be our 22nd Big 12 championship. So I think going into our last one and wanting to leave our mark, there's a gigantic legacy of just some incredible swimmers from the past. We want to honor them. We want to honor ourselves, and not like honor the Big 12, but just like honor Texas's place in the Big 12 and kind of go out with a bang. So I think we're looking forward to this year's conference meet in a different way and kind of with some finality. So
looking at the balance of the team, and seeing some A and B cuts, looking into NCs, at least looking a little bit further ahead. Mm-hmm. It's a good mixture of very senior laden, but also the freshmen are also reaching the potential that you kind of invested in them. So
right.
How confident does it make you feel that even though you will graduate a lot of seniors, a lot of grad kids that did come in, you also have that freshman class that's like, hey, we're ready to fill in, and we're ready to step to the plate and kind of reinstill that confidence a little bit, like, hey, we're set for the years to come now.
I think we are. We are set for. This year's been really fun with so much leadership. I'm grateful for Kelly Pash sticking around an extra year, for Jordan Skilkin sticking around an extra year. We have some big goals, and I think when we're always trying to gun for a national championship, you want as many good people to stay as possible. We have a couple people staying next year for a fifth year. There's the 1 year left for that extra COVID year, and we have some people considering that right now, and I'm really looking forward. I mean, they want to consider it for the right reasons, right? But like it's a huge opportunity. It's really fun, and just the opportunity to swim with your best friends and kind of chase excellence and do some neat things. Like there's only this time in your life, and then you got to move forward, right? So yeah, we have some great freshmen who are learning and growing. They're getting a lot better, and then we also have a great class coming in. So I don't want to slow down.
And then obviously too, as you've been helping to build the program up from where it is now. Obviously, minus the COVID season, you've seen a slow increase in terms of how the team is finishing at NCs, but also how the team dominates in the Big 12. But now you also get a homecoming, so to speak, when you go to the SEC for having those Georgia ties. Even when we go to Athens for NCs, it's kind of like all your kind of worlds are colliding. So as a coach and as a coach at Past Institute, how does that kind of seat yourself, kind of have like a flashback moment of kind of like, hey, what I'm building here, it's rewarding for what you've done.
I mean, just this year, maybe that's just a little bit special, as this is my 12th season, our last conference championship with the Big 12, and then moving on forward, it's kind of amazing to think like, wow, 12 years later, our team's in a position to, we're at least in a fight to win a national championship. And where I was coming from, we were winning national championships and first, second for a million years in a row. And I mean, coming full circle, that's definitely something, I don't think about it a lot, but I mean, it's just kind of a special moment for me. But I've thought about this for a long time, and so like, it's amazing if you think about things hard enough and you work hard enough and you put things in place with enough preparation, then you can kind of manifest things to happen.
So how would you say the youth movement going on at Texas is going to prime you guys to perform even better in the SEC, such a fast conference?
I missed that word though. Sorry. The enthusiasm. What'd you say?
Like the youth of the team.
The youth of the team. I don't know. I'm excited for we've always been pretty excited to join the Southeast Conference. Like I mean, I like the Big 12. It's fine, but for swimming and diving, it's not one of the most powerful conferences. It is what it is. Now that we're leaving, now it's going to get faster with Arizona State joining. We have some pretty good teams that are joining us this year for the first time. So things are definitely changing. Like the landscape of college sports is changing. So I'm eager to get to the SEC, where I do think there are a couple fast conferences, but I mean, I think it's the fastest, with probably the best teams that finish in the NC2A, like 1 to 10, so Big 10 is good. ACC will be good now that it's kind of absorbed some of the Pac-12, but I like competing. Our team likes competing, so yeah, there's some youth, there's enthusiasm, but I mean, I think competition brings out the best in us. So, and our team likes to compete, so we're gonna have some fun.
Coach, circling back on something you commented earlier, how important are those seniors to help you with the learning and growing of the younger members of the team?
Oh man, they're awesome. Our seniors, we have one that stayed a 5th year. I mean, I'm more talking about the swimming, but diving's an incredible part of our program too. We're the best swimming and diving, team in the country, and I will never take diving for granted. I think like we're training at the same time. We watch the divers. We're part of it. There's nothing better than an NC2As when we have the diving break, and some teams don't even have anybody to watch, and we're like going crazy for our divers. It's awesome. But I would say like the senior leadership from, Kelly, who's stayed, and then we have two women who came in for their 5th years as well, Alicia and Emma, and just like the knowledge that they can pass down. Like we're not a cliquey team. Like we have seniors that are friends with freshmen. We have people taking care of each other in a really special way. So I just think like that's when you have a really good culture and a good team, is when the seniors are taking care of the freshmen, and they're doing things outside the pool together that like I can't direct, It's great.